Persisting in the story of your specific person. Can you do it? A lot of you can't. I made a video and a lot of people got very upset by it in another creator's comments. I didn't say you can't change the story. I didn't say you're not God. I didn't say you can't manifest your person. I didn't say any of that. I said if you can't change the story, if being the operative word, then what you'll manifest is what you're imagining, the story. So if the story's really bad, that's what you'll manifest. That's how this works. I'm not being limited. And I'm still teaching you persistence. I'm teaching you to persist in the new story of you and your person. However, if you're so triggered by the way they hurt you and you haven't identified that you caused that and you're still hurt and you're still holding on to the hurt and the resentment and you're still angry, how do you expect to manifest them back? If you do, it'll flare up again and you'll split up. And that's why so many people used to come to me for calls. They would have gone to other manifestation coaches, they would have got their person back, and then they lost them. I created my account because I listened to those coaches, okay? And I read a lot of Neville for years. And what I learnt didn't necessarily work because my triggers were still present. My self-concept, my core self-concept wounds were so deep, they were still flaring up and they were still stopping me from creating a new story in my mind about my person and about myself, especially about myself, because that's where the story about your person comes from. So darling, unfortunately, you've also completely misunderstood my video, like so many people do, because I have a dominant story that people misunderstand me because I do things wrong or I'm very triggering. And yes, I am very triggering, but that's why people get results when they watch me, because sometimes they get triggered and sometimes they need that trigger to understand what they need to work on. And a lot of you don't actually want to work on your self-concept. You're doing fake manifesting, okay? You're doing surface manifestation. You're doing SP affirmations and you're saying, I'm chosen, I'm wanted, I'm blah, but you're still actually holding on to the shitty story about your specific person and not letting go of it and still being angry or still thinking the third party's around and not letting go of that story. And you're thinking saying, I'm chosen is going to work when this story's still running in the background. I'm telling you, this is running and this is going to override it. But some of you didn't hear me. I said, if you can't change the story. Sometimes what I say does trigger people and then they can't hear the rest of the video because they get so upset and they're already typing a comment or they're already getting upset because they're not listening now. They've watched the video through their lens from childhood that I don't get the love I need. I don't get what I want. This won't work out for me. Are you doing that?